Welcome to my channel, Thrifting Adventures. I recently visited the Northwest largest garage sale and vintage sale. They usually have 3 a year, but this year they'll only have 2. They weren't able to get the space in the summer. This was the crowd waiting just to get in. This is not the early bird crowd. This is just the general public crowd. So when you walk in, it's already pretty busy, but there's a lot of room. It was hard for me to film later in the day because the crowds just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I was by myself at this time, but later on in the day I met up with friends and they brought their whole family, so it was a little hard getting around. What really stood out were these 2 stumps. I'm not sure what they were made out of. It wasn't cement, but they were both carved. The smaller one did sell because I went back and it was missing, but they only wanted $55 for the larger one. I thought that would be really cool in someone's yard. Here's a lot of tools. This hand-carved wood box was really beautiful and actually very, very heavy. It was lined beautifully. It had a sticker on the bottom. I couldn't quite read it. Some type of briarwood, genuine briarwood. It was beautiful. I didn't see a price on it, but it was something I was just looking at. Some Budweiser memorabilia, lots of tools, stuff I really don't know anything about. Just kind of looking, seeing what everyone is having and stuff. Before the crowds get too heavy, I like to look at some of the booths I typically don't look at and stuff. A lot of antiques and vintage items. I do like to dig in the bins, the bagged Barbies and clothes. Brought me to these bins. LOL dolls, they actually have a really great resale value. LOL dolls, I've sold them before. Doll clothes actually are selling really well for me and stuff. I recently had a huge Barbie sale. I don't think I'll have another box Barbie sale, but I'll definitely sell more Barbies. This booth had lots of these box Barbies for fairly good prices. I think if you're a big Barbie seller on Whatnot, these were some great deals. You could sell these for even more, but again, I'm not going to be selling boxed Barbies like I did. It was a lot of work, but I will be selling loose Barbies, so I did end up buying some. These were some unicorns and Pegasus and bags, and I ended up buying some. These beautiful pieces of jewelry are all individually priced. I saw a lot of antique pieces. Original rhinestones, beautiful 1930s, 40s, and 50s. A lot of golf clubs. I'm not sure where this person got all these golf clubs, but there was a ton of them. I don't know anything about golf clubs, but I'm sure they were sold. I like the booths where everything is priced either $5, $10 straight prices, not individually priced. It makes it easier for me. A lot of huge stacks of magazines. I think a lot of people kept their magazine subscriptions. Back in the day, I find a lot of collections of these at flea market and stuff. Old school Iron Maiden t-shirt. I'm not sure how much those were. Again, this was a lot of toys and old t-shirts. Tapes. I remember tapes. I remember playing tapes in my car back in the 90s. And this was a fun space here. Everything was $2 each. I see her space every time I come to the Northwest largest garage sale. Everything's $2. I like to look at all her stuff. She usually has a huge variety. Glassware, books, toys, and everything is always $2. Even tools and stuff. I'm not sure how much money she makes, but she has a lot. And she must do pretty well because she comes back every sale. And there's about 3 sales a year. This year's only 2. I did buy some stuff from her. I did find some gnomes. I'm trying to scale back on my gnomes. I had a limited amount of money too. I brought less than $100, so I really couldn't buy any gnomes today. But these were super cute and ready for the summer season. Even skunks, which is hard to find skunks. Here's some. What are these, water spigots or from the well, when you get water from the well? Oh, this is a really beautiful set right here. I wish I had the space for it. Table and chairs. Some primitive items here, some Victorian style iron chairs. Just a lot of variety. There are a lot of antique dealers, but there also are people here just selling items like if they don't have a home to have a garage sale at, then they rent a space here to have a garage sale. But there are antique dealers here too. Here are a bunch of Disney mugs. So cool. They were $5 each, and I ended up not buying any because I was on a budget, less than $100, and I do actually have a huge collection of Disney mugs already. But there were some unique ones. Most of these were from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So most of them were all vintage and hard to find. Some of them were even new in the box. A lot of little collectible pieces. Box of sad dolls. They look sad seeing that box down on the floor. There's me with my cart. And again, some of the spaces kind of look like a garage sale, which I like to visit these spaces because there's a variety. The prices are usually good, $1, $2, $3. But again, there are some beautiful antiques. Some I feel like should be in a museum or an antique store. Here's some very old record players. Looked like there was a collection of them. And who remembers these snack trays? Oh, I didn't look at it. Oh wait, I'm coming back to it. You see these often, I feel like at Goodwills and thrift stores. People just don't use those anymore. The clear glass snack trays used to be big in the 50s, but not so much anymore. This space was really pretty. I love all the beautiful natural colors.
You wanna unload in the car?
Oh, and I love these kind of Victorian style dolls and pin cushions. And she had a basket of these. I can't remember how much she was asking for them, but I already have a few at home, so I didn't buy any. But it was fun to look at. Here's some more linens. She had everything beautifully out. Oh, and here are some year signs, costumes. A little bit of Christmas here and there. In November, you will see a lot of vintage Christmas at the flea markets and the Northwest largest garage sale. These were really cool. Someone made these out of metal. These would be cool yard art pieces. The robots. There was a lot of jewelry this time. Some beautiful little purses. Fun little box. I think they wanted $8 for that one. Cute little book. Sometimes people like to cut up these books for crafts. That was, I can't remember, it was $10 something. Little glass heart art. Mosaic little box there, pill box. Oh, that was beautiful. Little compact, $12. So the prices were really good. Again, I just didn't have enough money. I didn't bring a lot. Here is some beautifully painted roses. Some little Mexican dish here, only $6. These are sometimes prices that you would find at Goodwill. So these flea markets are really fun. It does cost to get in, and it does cost for parking. So I think it was $6 for parking, and to get in, I forget if it was around $7 or $8. So it does cost, but I feel like that's how much you would spend if you were driving around going from garage sale to garage sale and gas. So I feel like it's worth it because there's so many spaces and so much to look at, so much stuff. Some of the prices I feel were a little bit high, and I've seen some of the items over and over again because this is some of the same people come to each sale. Some prices were very decent. There were some great deals. This was beautiful. It did have a lot of wear, but I believe this was around 100 years old. It was an Asian jewelry box. Here was all Barbies, and oh my gosh, I just had a box Barbie set. So looking at this brought back some memories from over a week ago. And oh my gosh, it's so much work packing these boxed Barbies. But they sold quite a bit of these. I think a lot of them were around $13, which is actually a pretty good price. Here's an overview of some of the spaces.
Have a great
You
day.
can see the crowds rocking through. It's actually more crowded than what I'm showing. So here's my haul. I did get some bagged Barbies that I'm going to be selling on Whatnot. I also bought jewelry, but I misplaced the jewelry somewhere in my house. I can't find it. I got some Ken dolls. Those are hard to find. I got some books about like paper dolls, reference books. I got a books about Golden Age of B movies. I thought that would be fun to look at. I got this cute little Christmas ornament from the 1960s for $1. I got this cute little coin purse for 50 cents. I got a little dog tray. I got some Disney t-shirts, Goonies t-shirt. I Love Lucy postcards. I feel like I'm going to resell those or put some in packages. Card Magic. I thought that was pretty cool from 1940s. I did get this Barbie. This is a remake. This is a modern one, but looks old. Bunch of Barbie clothes, vintage Barbie clothes I'll sell and Whatnot. Costume jewelry, reference book. I thought the pictures were gorgeous. Some free postcards. That was in a free box. And yeah, that was my haul. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And until next time, see you later. Bye.